Good Saturday morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Geeky Leaks podcast. I am Liam.
And I'm Josh.
And this week, it's a mixed bag. We actually have a correction to make.
Yes.
Which,
from last week.
Mistakes were made.
Yep.
Not any big ones, but, mistakes were made. Like to be honest about it and correct ourselves.
Rumors stuff and mistakes are made.
That's why we always say things are rumors when they're rumors, because rumors are rumors, and not all of them are true. So we'll talk about that first. This is just super quick. The 18-core Intel 7980 Extreme Edition, whatever thing. Mm-hmm. We talked last week about it coming out in October, which is no longer a thing.
Yep.
It is coming out September 25th, and that is official.
Yep.
The other ones, I don't remember if they're coming out earlier or later. I think it says yes. So the 12-core and 14 and 16 cores are August 28th. So they are sooner.
Okay.
So literally very soon, 18 days.
Yeah.
But then the 18 core is September 25th. So corrections from that, which is sweet because they're coming sooner instead of later.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, just last week it was October, and now it's September, and that's just the nature of tech. It just changes all the time.
Yep.
So,
faster is better.
Yeah, both it coming out sooner and the processor actually being faster.
Yep.
So anyway, I just wanted a correction. If you're waiting for some reason to spend $2,000 on this processor,
you can wait less time.
Yeah, you can do it even sooner. Yeah, but more interesting than that. I say this every time we talk about it, but we've talked about Coffee Lake for a while.
Yep.
Now we have an actual release date.
Nice. Which
is August 21st for the mobile chips.
And obviously, they're probably AMD's kicking ass, so we should probably release something and do some stuff.
Well, yeah, and they usually do release the mobile stuff first, but I think they're also kind of we are getting kind of boned on the desktop generation this time, so let's get our mobile stuff out, so at least
we can recoup some of that, maybe.
Yeah. Which is cool. So yeah, basically we don't have a whole lot of stuff here. There was another article I was reading, talking about how the, 15 watt, the low TDP parts you'd see in thin laptops, ultrabooks, that kind of thing, are apparently going to be quad cores with hyper-threading now.
Nice.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
Because we've only ever had that in, you still got it in thin gaming laptops, but I mean...
It was still expensive.
A thin gaming laptop is thin, but it's not an ultrabook by any means.
No.
So... Apparently, by the end of this year, you might be able to get an Ultrabook with a quad core in it.
That is very good.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
And hopefully there's some actual IPC gains to go along with that.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. And then the other thing, we talked about before, is apparently 6-core or 12 threads with the i7s and 6-core, 6 threads with the i5s.
That's crazy. i5s with 6 cores now?
Yeah.
The
other weird thing I saw is I forget where it was. I think it might have been WCCF, but somewhere on the internet I was reading that apparently the i3s might be quad-core 8-thread. Which on one hand would be really cool, but I don't
get it.
I don't get it just for the fact in that I still think the 6-core 6-thread will be faster. But before we had 2-core 4 threads on the i3s, then you went into the i5, it was 4-core 4 thread, and it's 4 cores is faster.
Yep. I
still think that the 6-core 6 thread on an i5 is going to be faster than a 4-core 8 thread. Mm-hmm. But how much?
Yeah, true.
Because on the other one, it's still 4 cores versus 6.
Yep.
But you have 2 more threads on the other one. So if you're doing anything multi-threaded...
Then...
I don't know. More cores, physical cores is still better.
Exactly.
But I feel like that's a weird toss-up.
Once you go over quad cores, though, it depends on what program utilizes that stuff, right?
Exactly,
so it's really going to be hit or miss kind of thing, I think.
So that's why I was wondering, with the i3s, would it make more sense for Intel then to just be okay, the i3s are just quad cores, no hyper-threading now. Mm-hmm. And then, maybe the Pentiums and everything becomes... But we got Pentiums now with dual-core and hyper-threading, so I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
So I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of weird. But i5s with 6 cores and... is pretty sweet.
I'm always down for faster parts.
Yep, same. I have no complaints about that. So, 8 a.m., August 21st, there will be a live stream on the Intel's Facebook page. Stay tuned for that. We will definitely be talking about it after the actual release.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll give you guys more. All right. Oh, I'm already kind of into this one a little bit because I couldn't resist. I had to dig into it a bit. So, this is from PCperspective. Mm-hmm. This is their Ryzen Threadripper 1950X and 1920X review. And as you guys could tell, I was already sifting through it a bit because I couldn't wait to get some of the details.
It's nice that we actually have some reviews now, and then this one's comprehensive as hell.
Oh, yeah. PCperspective is always good for that, man.
Blender, Cinebench, Geekbench, Handbrake.
They got lots of stuff. POV Array, Sysoft Sandra,
Premiere,
X264 encode.
Yeah.
You name it. So, yeah, they got lots of stuff. Without going through, starting to go through a bunch of charts in here, basically, it's pretty much what we expected. I mean, it's pretty much as fast as something like a 1700X or an 1800X in gaming, because the clock speed is comparable, mostly the same. But you've got double the cores and double the threads, which is sweet. So, I mean, if you're doing something like the H.264 encoding, it like completely demolishes it.
Yep. Or like Blender rendering was absolutely ridiculous.
It literally eats it for breakfast.
So if you do any 3D modeling or anything like that, it's not even an option anymore.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like there was what was the other one too? It was Cinebench. That was the other one. I'll scroll down a bit and see if we can go to the Cinebench, because that's a pretty good multi-threaded application. Gives you a pretty good idea of how it performs for the most part in a lot of different things. Where did I see that? So there's a single threaded, which surprise, obviously Intel demolishes them in.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean that's
to be expected.
Yeah, but holy crap, these multi-threaded scores.
So what was it, 100 or 50% more performance?
Almost, yeah. So I mean, here's the 10-core Intel part, the 7900X, 2186 points. The 12-core AMD, which is $200 cheaper, might I add, is 2419, and the 16-core is 3008.
Yeah.
Now these are all stock clocks, and basically, if you overclock these, the margins are pretty much the same. So yeah, you're looking at about just shy of 50% more performance for the same money. And they're like heavily multi-threaded tasks.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
Not something to complain about.
Or hey, save yourself a couple $100, and the other one's still slightly faster.
Exactly.
So now, when you get into the gaming side of things,
it's obviously
bit of a different story.
Yeah, it's not a gaming chip.
7700K, still the fastest thing.
Yeah.
Just it is what it is.
Yeah.
Even the 7900X is still actually a lot faster because it still can turbo boost to 4.5 on 2 cores.
Makes sense.
Which a lot of games still use 2 cores, 4 threads.
Yep.
So for gaming, both of those are still a lot faster. I still would not recommend that 10-core Intel chip for gaming. I would just get a 7700K and be done with it.
Yeah.
But other than gaming, even if you like game and stream, I still don't know if I'd go with that 16-core chip because
doesn't make sense.
But I mean, hey, there's something like an 1800 or 1700X.
Yep.
That's still a hell of a bargain compared to the 10-core Intel chip. So
for the money, yeah.
But yeah, if you're doing like crazy multi-threaded stuff, like the Threadripper is just
Yeah,
literally, that's exactly what it is. It's a Threadripper.
Yeah, there you go.
It demolishes everything. Like
the name lives up to the product.
Yeah, and the other one was Cinebench, which actually is a little bit closer than you would expect, but still Threadripper is still pretty substantially on top of everything. So there's a lot more benchmarks here, and like there's a list of WCCF Tech of all the benchmarks that are out today, and there's like 20 websites listed there.
Yeah, of course.
So if you're hungry for Threadripper benchmarks, go to WCCF. There's a list of like 20 sites or something that all have benchmarks up.
Yep.
I just chose I like PCper. They do a lot of really comprehensive stuff. So, yeah, Threadripper's out. It's awesome. Basically, short version is don't buy it if you're playing games only.
Yeah.
And if you do anything multi-threaded, just like you're not buying it fast enough, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, moving on because I'll talk about that all day. So Corsair has a new SSD out. And it's
so
freaking fast. Like almost like 960 Evo fast.
Yeah.
Like
it's getting to the point where the average person doesn't need a fast SSD anymore.
Yeah, I still
like
think
fast SSDs when like I don't know, maybe a couple years ago, or maybe like what, a gig?
Oh yeah, well
like maybe a couple years ago, it was like top end was like a gig.
Yeah, because they would be doing like the that was before they were all PCI Express 3.0 by 4, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like 1.5.
I think the highest I'd ever seen was like 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like 2 gigs a second was like absolutely insanity.
And that was like when the Intel 750 came out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just it's getting to the point now where the speed's so much that just the average person doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Like at least before you could justify an upgrade because oh my god, your PC would just get way faster, right?
Yeah. Well, going from like a hard drive to an SSD.
Yeah. Whereas now, like if you have a regular SATA SSD, there's no real need to go to this. The only need that you would need is if like
the big
you're
thing.
Doing huge file transfers.
Yeah, or if you're doing like crazy 4K video editing or like 5K video editing with RAD or something crazy, then sure. I mean, like that doesn't mean I don't want one because I definitely want one.
Obviously.
But I mean, of course, we all want one.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pay the money for it.
The crazy thing or not the crazy, but I think the important thing that I would want to see really is developers need to really take advantage of the extra speed, and not just like in terms of like reads and writes. Like I'm talking like your 4K randoms and stuff like that. Like the reduced latency. I think honestly for me, as much as I drool over like a 960 Evo or even something like this, I'm almost more interested in Crosspoint.
Fair.
Because the issue with a lot of SSDs, as far as people like me and you, I mean, maybe with you do a lot more video editing than I do, so it might be a different story for you. But for most of what we do, like playing games and just normal stuff, the issue with a lot of SSDs is like, this might get to 3 gigs a second, and it probably does.
Peaks.
Yeah. It probably does. But you know what the issue with that probably is? I bet you anyone, if we got a detailed chart, it probably has to get to a ridiculous Q depth to do that.
Yeah, true.
And I don't know if you know much about QDEPs on SSD. Yeah. So, if you guys don't know, QDEPs on an SSD is basically just how many tasks are in the queue for it to do.
Yep.
Basically, the deeper the queue depth, the more things are in queue. But normally, Like now at Samsung, for example, when they talk about like 3 gigs a second or 2.8 gigs a second, or whatever they're talking about, it's usually like queued up like 16.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Which is insane compared to what an average person goes to.
Most people don't go beyond like 2.
Yeah.
Some, like if you're like a really crazy tasker, you might get to 4, maybe. But even then, that's like, most people don't even get there.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. When you see like, 3 gigs a second, it probably will do that, yeah. But you will probably never see that. That's the issue. But with something like Crosspoint, it actually gets to those speeds that are almost this, not quite, but at way lower queue depths.
Okay.
Like queue depth 4 and 2.
Cool.
Like stuff we would actually see.
Yeah.
So what I would be curious to see is with an actual Crosspoint drive, because it's able to get to that speed at lower queue depths, maybe we would actually see a difference in a lot more things. Like maybe our games would actually load substantially faster. Not that they won't be faster on this compared to a regular SSD, it still will be faster, but it's nowhere near like hard drive to SATA SSD.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus SATA SSD to this.
Yeah.
Whereas Crosspoint might actually be a more substantial jump in that sense.
True.
So I'd be more interested to wait for something like that. But, you know, again, if you're the kind of person, like, if you do like 4K video editing, or you just always have everything open all the time and never close anything,
yeah,
and just
I guess.
whatever, maybe. But yeah, for most people, it's a sweet toy and it's really ballin', but I would just stick with a SATA SSD and get like a 1-2 terabyte.
Exactly.
The same price if it was myself. But it's cool to see Corsair is at least pumping out some SSDs that are like, I have never even seen, other than SATA SSDs out of Corsair, anything other than like their SATA SSDs, like Neutrons and stuff. So it's cool that their first their first like NVMe crazy SSD is like right up there with Samsung in terms of speed.
True.
So I don't know who's supplying the flash. I imagine it's probably like Samsung, or maybe something. Could be Micron or something too. I'm not sure.
Toshiba or something like that.
Yeah, or Toshiba. I'm not sure, but it's just cool to see them actually like doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the price is not completely insane. I mean, I think
it's gonna be expensive.
It's $320 for the 400 gig variant, so it's definitely not cheap, but it's not like completely insane.
True.
It's somewhat reasonable given the price.
It's within the grasp of an average person.
Yeah, exactly. Within reason.
Yeah.
But moving on anyway. So I just thought this was a quick mention. It's kind of cool, some phone stuff.
Yep.
This is the S8 Active apparently, and I personally don't think it looks too bad.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
It basically just looks like a phone with a case on it, which is what most Actives
usually
look like, kind of.
Yeah.
But obviously it doesn't have a case on it. It's like just a built-in thing. But what we were talking about was they made it slightly thicker. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you would think that would be to protect the phone or whatever, but they also included a bigger battery.
A lot bigger battery.
Yeah. So they give you a ton more battery. Goes from 3,000 milliamp hour to 4,000 milliamp hour, which is huge. Yeah, like good job, Samsung.
And of course, it's got like I forget what the actual name of it is, but it's like the MI6 or something, like the military standard for dust resistance and everything. It's like super, super durable in that sense. The other thing that's kind of interesting with this too is that it's still it's got a slightly lower resolution than the regular S8 as well. This is 2560 by 1440, so it's a more standard like resolution, which is kind of nice. Not that the other one's wrong with the S8 either, but I think that's just because like you notice like obviously the bezels are a little bigger on this one.
Yeah, which
makes sense.
You want to protect the screen.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think they kind of cut down a little bit on the vertical, but that kind of makes sense to me. So
yep.
Looks like a nice phone. Yeah, like I say, it looks like basically there's a case on it, except it's the phone, which is kind of sweet. So like, if you're the kind of person that wants a durable phone,
but not like a huge bulky phone,
then just basically get this, and you don't really have to buy a case. I would probably still get a screen protector.
I could be wrong, but I think the Actives come with better warranties as well.
That I'm not sure actually.
I think I could be wrong.
I would imagine they do, but I'm not actually 100% on that. I don't know if they talk about it in here at all, or oh yeah, then they talk about those crazy.
All the free stuff that AT&T. Oh yeah, it's AT&T exclusive right now.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
So
for now.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like that forever because obviously they'd make a lot of money selling it everywhere. Mm-hmm. But I mean, for now it's AT&T exclusive, and the deals that AT&T is giving, like oh my god, they're insane. You can get like a Gear watch for free or whatever.
There's the Gear S2 for $1, or the Gear S3 for $50.
Or you can get a TV if you get services from them.
Yeah,
a free Samsung or $500 off with Samsung TV.
Yeah, if you get the phone and I think it's DirecTV service.
It's like holy jeez,
which is pretty intense as well. And there's a couple other ones in there. But yeah, this is available tomorrow in the States.
Sweet.
Or wait, yesterday.
Yeah.
Because it's Saturday right now, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely not Thursday right now.
Yep.
It was available yesterday by now. I always, because we film on Thursdays, right? It always messes with me. Anyway, more phone stuff. This is pretty sweet.
new player in the smartphone game apparently, but I don't.
I could be wrong. I think Sharp actually had a phone before this.
Did they?
But I'm pretty sure they did, because I think it was the Aquos S1, or like the Aquos S. I'm pretty sure they had one before this, but it was a couple years ago.
If anything, it wasn't very successful, because I don't remember it.
Oh, the Aquos Crystal, that's what it was in 2014, yes. I even talk about the article here.
I don't remember it being successful at all, but...
Well, I don't know how successful it was. I just remember they had a phone before.
Especially 2014, I feel like I'd remember that phone.
Yeah, that was like the year of phones for us.
Like, I was following phones at that time, so...
But yeah, this is still a pretty cool design on the phone. So you still got like a bit of a chin on the bottom, like kind of like a normal phone.
Yep.
But basically, other than a small little cutout for the camera at the top, there's like pretty much no bezel. Like, it's pretty sweet.
It's basically like they took the bezel and then they put it all at the bottom.
Yeah.
So...
Which is pretty cool. And you'd think that for something like that, it would be like $1 jillion, but it starts at $373.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I was like, well, how much is it?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's not that bad. I'm like, oh, damn, that's actually not terrible. Like, it's like a mid-tier phone.
Yeah. And basically it has not terrible, but mostly like mid-tier specs. Like, you can get it with a Snapdragon 630 with 4 gigs of RAM, or a 660 with 6 gigs of RAM.
Yep.
And then either 64 or 120 gigs of storage.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's definitely not terrible specs, but it's not like a Snapdragon S35 or A35 or anything crazy. But it's a 5.5 inch screen. It's 2K, so I'm assuming it's just like 1080p or whatever.
I think 2K is 1440.
Oh, okay.
I think
1440.
I think it's 1440.
So yeah, even better. Like, for $373, that's pretty good.
Yep.
That's a decent phone, man.
And then I'm sure the screen is actually going to be amazing.
Oh, it's sharp. I would
Like,
imagine.
it should be like freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see.
I saw the design looked really cool as well. Like, I mean, other than that chin on the bottom, it's basically like the
They basically just get rid of the chin on the top and then put it on the bottom.
It was like the Xiaomi. What was it? The Mi Mix.
Don't remember now.
I think it was the Mi Mix. Live googling. Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So good.
Damn. Holy crap.
Yeah. Have you seen this? There's no bezel on the top at all.
Holy shit.
There's no camera either.
Yeah.
But like, look at that.
That's
oh yeah.
insane.
Yeah. You haven't seen that yet?
Wow.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
Wow.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I want to see what that's like. Jeez.
Like, there you go. Yep.
Holy jeez.
So it's almost like that. Not quite, but
Yeah, that's crazy.
but this obviously sacrifices the camera in the front, which I think Sharp didn't want to do.
Which makes total sense because like basically everybody uses Snapchat.
Yeah. But like that, I love that design personally.
That's crazy.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Insane.
moving on. So Valve has a new game.
People freaked apparently over this.
Oh, they did make a new game out of the biggest game in the world, or one of the biggest games in the world anyway.
True.
Basically, it's a card game, but it's all based on Dota, which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
Slightly off topic here, but have you seen what some of the folks win at these Dota tournaments?
Probably a lot of money.
Like $10 million for first prize.
Yeah. Like
I didn't realize that. I thought like maybe $1 million, maybe.
No. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like esports is huge now.
Yeah. Like
So.
one of my coworkers watches a lot, and he was like, "Oh, there's a Dota tournament on," and he's like, "Top prize is $10 million." I'm like, "No, it's what?"
I mean, it's split between the team though.
Yeah. So it's not like one person gets it, but still,
that's a huge prize.
like, what's 4-man teams? Or something
I'm not
like
sure actually, but
so even
like,
still, like what?
a lot of money.
Everybody gets like $2-3 million, something like that. Like,
a lot of
crazy,
money,
man, for playing some Dota. That's awesome.
I mean, I assume you'd pay tax and everything. But
well, yeah.
Still, like you're making mad money for just playing a video game.
But
obviously, you're like the best in the world at that video game.
Yep, you're gonna be not bad at the game.
Yeah, just a little bit not bad.
Yeah,
a little bit not bad.
Yeah, the game's called Artifact, and it's based on Dota. It's a card game. I don't know a lot of the details of it. They said it's not going to be out until sometime in 2018, so it's not like it's out yet. They just kind of announced it, and they gave us a quick little teaser video, which is kind of cool, but honestly doesn't tell us anything about the game.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks, but that's probably because they want to keep a lot of it under wraps until it's more done.
Yep.
But it's kind of cool. I mean, a lot of people are doing the card game thing these days. Obviously,
True.
Blizzard has Hearthstone.
Yep.
Gwent is up there now.
Yep.
Steam's entering it with the Dota card game, which makes sense because it's like one of their biggest games. So.
Yep. And I feel like it'll be huge, and it'll probably be really competitive. So.
Oh yeah. Well, if there's anything we know about anything Dota, it's going to be competitive.
That's what I mean.
For sure.
It's probably going to be a big game.
Yeah. So definitely keep your eyes on that. If you already played Dota and you like any sort of card games, this is probably right up your alley.
Yep.
Definitely keep your eyes on it. I know we will be, and we'll probably end up talking about it some more when it's out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
last but not least.
Last but never least.
This is brutal.
This is really cool. Like, I had not heard about this game until like yesterday,
which is insane to me. Because like GDC 2016.
I know, and you know what's weird is I remember watching GDC 2016, and when I saw the footage of the girl making the faces and stuff, I was like, okay, I remember this.
Yes.
but I just didn't remember like this name of the game and everything.
They didn't really. I guess at GDC 2016 they didn't really reveal a lot of that.
Because
they
just
kind of like showed
the tech and stuff, right?
And it's not even that. They were just showing Titan, I think.
Yeah.
Because at the end of that entire thing,
they're like, we're running on Titan X.
oh yeah, by the way, this is running in real time on 2 Titan X's, or you know what I mean, something like that.
Yeah.
And that was the point of the whole thing. Obviously, it was to show off the game as well.
Sure.
But they didn't really. It wasn't necessarily the core focus. The game wasn't the, hey, look, check out our game. It was more like, check out the things we can do on NVIDIA technology.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this new game is crazy. When did it come out again? A couple days ago?
2 days. Well,
it'll be
4 days ago when you guys are
so
watching
August.
August 8th.
August 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, it's an indie game.
Which is insane.
Which is crazy because like this, like the graphics of this game are like literally up there with like the best.
Yep.
Like 100%.
It's running an Unreal Engine, so that makes sense why it would be so.
Yep. And why it also doesn't run like crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it actually, I mean, like don't get me wrong, if you're gonna play it at 4K maxed out, obviously what you expect. But the same website WCCF did a performance review on it, and like they were getting like almost 120 FPS
Nice.
at 1080p with the GTX 1080, mind you.
Still.
But I mean,
Lots of headroom there.
Yeah, there's lots of room there. I mean, you could easily get. I think they were with the GTX 1060. They were pushing like still like just over 60.
Okay.
Like max out.
So 1070, you can just max it.
Oh yeah, 1070 is like complete diamond at 1080p.
Sweet.
No problem.
Decent.
So, yeah, I mean, so it's definitely like I would say it's somewhat demanding, but it's not outlandish at all.
The fact that it's basically the quality of a AAA title and it's an indie game, and it's $32 Canadian right now.
Yeah, and it's not even
like,
expensive either.
Deal.
Yeah.
Like that is a quality game. Well, I would imagine it's quality. And like we were talking, I feel like it's probably going to be a lot like Rise in terms of just a linear storyline that you follow and you tell the story of this woman.
Yeah.
Maybe with some choices and whatnot in there. But for the most part, it'll be a linear storyline that looks super good and tells an awesome story. But I feel like it's going to be one type of playthrough type of thing, maybe 2 playthroughs.
Yeah, I mean, I have to look at some gameplay because I actually want to see like how the combat and stuff in it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about that right now. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I have a feeling you're probably right. It's probably going to be like a really cool story. Obviously, good graphics. It's just how the replayability is going to be.
We'll see.
We'll have to kind of see.
Yep.
But it definitely looks really cool, and there's some screenshots down here if you guys want to check them out.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I don't know. I'm intrigued.
Yep.
Like, I'm definitely intrigued.
I will definitely look for it.
So, I don't know.
Looks decent to me. Looks fun.
And there's 4K gameplay down here if you want to check it out as well, and it looks like too good.
Yep. So
yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, WCCF gave it a 9 out of 10.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's been getting a lot of good reviews. So
sweet.
I don't know. I would definitely say check it out. It looks sweet. I don't know.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still debating about like maybe grabbing it now. We'll have to. We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Maybe I'll wait till Black Friday. I don't know.
We'll see.
I gotta play Sniper Elite 4 first. So.
I guess we got an update next week, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll let you know next week if I caved and bought it. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Camera super died on us right at the last minute. But anyway, thanks as always for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Share it around. Post it on your friend's Facebook wall or share it on Reddit or something. And leave us a comment down below if we missed something big this week. We try to get in as much stuff as we can, but, there's so much news. We can never get everything in. So let us know if we missed anything. And other than that, take care. We will see you guys next time.